Hey guys, Andrew here at the Seed Shop. We're doing a Meet the Team, the last Meet the Team, which probably should have been the first Meet the Team. We are meeting with the man, the legend, the owner, the guy who started this place, Mr. Brian Verhalen.
How's it going, guys?
So B, thanks for the job. I've known Brian for as long as I've known Matt. Met him in high school. He's hasn't changed much. Obviously, his beard's gotten a little longer, but everything else about him, just solid dude. Would do anything for anyone. Anybody that's ever talked to him on the phones has probably seen that. He's done everything he can for me, which is why I'm doing this for him. Awesome guy to work for. Brian, tell us, these people, you started the company how long ago?
Gosh, it's been around 11 years or so. Just started out of Matt's garage.
What was
things going?
Why did you do it? Like, what was the beginning in your thought process?
I'd always worked for myself. I'd always been an entrepreneur for a long time. I've had lawn services, catering companies, you name it, I've done it. But I like being able to just jump in there and get after myself and not have any limitations. So someone tell me what I can and can't do, and just do what needs to get done and start a company. And it grew into this. So it started wildly out of a garage and moved to a storage unit, and we moved out of the storage unit in a month and a half to a first office, and then it's just started rolling from there. But signing a lease on a first office was pretty scary.
So question for the entrepreneurial spirits out there. There's guys, myself included, we sit down, we think, what can we do? What can we do to make money? What can we start a company? People who talk about this company, myself included, talk about it as it's $1 million idea. It was, and it is, and it's growing, and it's well more than that now.
Yeah.
How did you come up with it? I'm curious too. I've never really asked you this.
Man, there's just saw a need with the seats wearing out and shops charging so much to redo the whole interior. There's nothing out there other than custom stuff, and I'm not a real custom guy. I like, I'm a buy it stock kind of guy. I don't change too much crazy stuff with it, and so saw the need that to be able to get into. We sold, when we first started, sold one pattern, which was the old 95 to 99 Chevys. Started with that and started picking up from there, and just started adding on some more patterns. Pick up another seat from a salvage yard, take it apart, and see if we could match it, and people started buying it. Kept on going on eBay and put it there, and it started there, one piece at a time. And we started really growing it and figure out what other avenues could we develop on this. And so we got into the foam and got into, doing all kinds of stuff, the tops, bottoms, everything, and that's just developing the product. See, you're talking to customers all day, every day, see what they're asking for, and see if there's a way that we can create a product that's better than what's currently on the market, or having to go to the dealership and spend way too much money on it. So
your typical supply and demand. He saw the demand, and he was able to make the supply, and here we are 10 years later.
That's right.
Did you think, honestly, you'd be in a 20,000 square foot facility looking for more space 10 years later with the crew
crazy
that you have, doing the amount of business that you do?
It's growing faster than I thought it would, to get to this point. And even from back in the day, cutting by hand to switching to automated cutting. I remember our first year seeing that, someone come talk to me about automated cutting. He's like, and told me the cost of even a used table, and I just like, there's no way in heck I'm buying it. I was like, nah, we're good with scissors. And then you start growing, and the volume goes up, and you go, how can I really increase productivity, and boom. So you start investing in technology and things like that, and getting a new website and spending the money on that, and that's what's really helped everything grow.
And bringing in the right people.
That's right.
Just kidding.
So that's what's really grown. To invest in technology, invest in your employees and your people, and treat people right. Do things that like they did. I always say do things like my grandparents used to do. You grew up, and when your word meant something, a handshake meant something. You tell somebody you're gonna do something, you do it.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but it's just there's a void of that in today's world.
Yeah.
No one runs their company like that. Everyone just wants something for free. They think they're just entitled to something. And if you do something right, do it the right way, treat people the right way, run a company like that, which is kind of refreshing. You get people on the phone, they geared up for a fight if something's wrong, and you tell them, hey, it's not a problem. We screwed up and we fixed everything, and they just like, man, I've never had a customer service call like that.
Sure.
If I had a problem and someone just called in, they just stopped everything they did and fixed it. It's a great feeling, that interjecting a little bit of the old school way of doing business into 2017.
modern
You know,
day.
so that's kind of nice.
I think it's extremely refreshing. I think everybody who's left a review on our website, on our Facebook pages and everything can relate to that because, like I said, I mean, like he's just said, everybody's so, the industry's so changed and everybody's so different now, and it's just money, money, money. And it's nice to be able to call and talk to the owner of the company who's actually going to give you advice and tell you how to do things the right way and take time out of his day and show that he cares about you. And that's not something you see in today's society. So it's an awesome thing that he does and Matt does and everybody here. What are we looking at, 5 years from now? Where do you want to be? What do you see this place?
Man, I want to get to where if anyone calls in and says, "Hey, I have this vehicle," that we don't say, "No, we don't have that yet. We don't have the patterns on that yet. We haven't researched that yet." I want to have every pattern. I want to be able to cover so many more vehicles and have all the options for them. So it's just time and figuring out the way of getting all the stuff in and being able to pattern stuff faster, bring stuff to market faster, so that we can cover all the vehicles. So there's not one year, make, model, something that's left out. So if it's that's just it's a process, and just it takes time, and we'll continue to get more efficient on adding new patterns and coming to market with stuff. But that's where we want to get to, where we've got everything. If you call in any vehicle you've got that's still somewhat of a relevant everyday driver, that we're gonna have a kit for it, and we're gonna have the right stuff so you can do a single piece, so you don't have to redo a whole interior.
That's awesome.
So that's where I really want to take it to.
Yeah, for sure. We would love that too.
We'll see what the snapshot looks like in 5 years. I mean, I didn't think we'd grow out of this space in 5 years, and we're getting full. We need to bring out some more equipment and stuff like that, so we gotta have room for it. Maybe you could bring the guys in the back in the air conditioning, which would be nice too. 'Cause whenever I go back there, I don't like it in the summer.
Yeah, it's hot.
So
It's hot.
we'll see.
Hot.
We'll see what happens.
So
We'll
I
see
mean, you guys don't know this, but he busts his butt all day long. He's in his office, his head down. He's doing what he does. Something we don't get a chance to shoot the breeze about. I mean, do you love what you do? Do you love this? Do you love what you've done?
I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it every day. My other companies, when I had them, as long as I was still having fun at it, I kept it. In the day that I was like, I don't want to go do this today, I sold it. So I sold that one.
You haven't had that feeling yet.
No, I had that feeling yet. 11 years. I'm still so going strong. So I took that money, and when I sold that company and folded right in this to start to really jumpstart it, get a whole lot more cash pumped into it, and that really helped snowball things and get this thing going. So found a gym, and able to, X amount of years into it, be able to have my brother, quit his job and come work full time, and then a couple years after that, his wife be able to quit working to come do all the accounting and books and all that stuff, and be able to just go from there. So it was
that's a rarity, having a family-owned business these days.
Yeah.
You always see that on people's website. They family-owned because it's rare.
Yeah.
And Brian's done a good job at that.
Yeah, it's good. My brother and I are freakishly close, relationship. So it's a lot of people are like, oh, I could never work with family, but I could imagine not working with family.
Sure.
Just the way we are, it works.
Yeah.
It really works. So we're yin and yang on what we're good at, and I can't do what he does, and he definitely doesn't want to do the side that I do either. So it works out really well.
Awesome.
So
awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, guys. Brian Verhalen, you will talk to him on the phone, owner of the company. He will help you. You will watch his videos. He's a stud, and he's a hell of a guy. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.